Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Math with Mr. W. And as you can see, my topic today is decreasing numbers. How many decreasing numbers are there? Well, your students, who are in the fourth grade now, have had a problem since the second grade. When they were in the second grade, they were figuring out how many decreasing numbers there are between 10 and 99. Now, a decreasing number is that every digit in the number has to get smaller as it moves to the right. So 10 is my first decreasing number. But my next decreasing number is 20. And then 21. But 22 is not a decreasing number because both of the digits in that number are the same. They have to get smaller as I move to the right. So then I have 30 as my next one, 31, and then 32. So when they were in second grade, they realized there were 45 two-digit decreasing numbers. When they got to third grade last year, the problem intensified by saying, okay, how many are there between 100 and 999? So we're looking at the three-digit numbers and asking how many there are. Well, first of all, the very first one that we're going to see is 210. Because every other number before this has either numbers that are the same or increase, but there's nothing that is continually decreasing, not until we get to 210. So now the next one after this, you can't even put 220 in there because it's not going to work. So 211 doesn't work, or 12. So you haven't got anybody else in the 200s until you get to 300. Okay? Now the next number after that, well, it has to be decreasing. So it could be 310. Okay? 310. You can't put 305 because the 5 is bigger than 0. But 310 would be the next one. But now we have a chance to put other numbers in there because we can put 320 and 321. Now, when they worked this out, they found out they had 120 decreasing numbers. But now they're in the fourth grade. Their job this year is to figure out how many there are between 1,000 and 9,999. And eventually they're going to be able to figure out how many there are all together. Now, they could look this up on the internet and they'll tell you how many, but they don't know why. They don't know how they got the answer. It doesn't make sense to them. But this, as we're doing this problem from grade to grade, and as they're learning about probability and chances of getting numbers that are in certain setups, they're going to learn what happens. And they're going to become amazed that there's a wonderful pattern that's taking place. And that's what I want for you to do in fourth grade, is to look at the numbers between 1,000 and 9,999. How many are there in here? Now, I hope that you do this. I hope you take the time with your youngsters to do this. Remember, they already know 45 and 120. Believe me, there's not that many more in the next set. You think there would be, but there isn't. Because what's the first one going to have to be? It's going to have to be 3,210. That's the first decreasing number you have in the four digits. I mean, you have nothing before that. So you have all those numbers prior to 3,210 that are not decreasing. So think about that. There's a lot of numbers that just aren't of that type. Now, so you can put teams together, put them in pairs, groups, and figure out how many there are for this set of numbers. Enjoy the patterns. See you next time on Math with Mr. W.